Okay. Okay.
Okay, good morning, everyone. We'll be starting with roll call as usual. So I'm passing the floor to Amy for the roll call.
Hi everyone, so this completed for roll call. So it will be regular statement held on yesterday for our name, our National Association name. So please just put your hands up or your motion card up when your name is called. All right, so I'll be starting now. So next India, thank you. Is my starting India? Thank you. Asian Japan, thank you. That's India. Thank you. HSBC, Philippines, thank you. Kenya, Republic of Korea. Thank you. England, thank you. Thailand, thank you. India, thank you. NFUI, Indonesia. Thank you. NFS, Indonesia, thank you. Indonesia, Indonesia. Thank you. Indonesia, thank you. European Indonesia, thank you. IPSF Indonesia, thank you. UK Philippines, thank you. And PSA Thailand, thank you. So that means we have 8 more members present and voting. For the strength of the House of 12 votes, it required a simple majority and 9 of 5 2/3 majority. I'll pass the chair back to them.
Okay, thank you, Amy. So before we start, we need the procedural motion to resume standing order. We have a proposer, proposed by. Do we have a seconder? Seconded for resuming standing order. Seconded by SRC Indonesia. We'll now be to voting. Is there anyone against resuming standing orders? Please raise your voting cards. I see none. So we passed the motion and we have now resumed standing orders. Okay, so for today's session, we will just be giving a few reminders first. So the procedural motion that took effect yesterday, wherein annual reports have 7 minutes, that can be extended by an additional 3 minutes is still in effect. So you will still be seeing our scrutineers at the back, raising green cards if you have 3 minutes left and raising red cards if you have time's up. And then since we do not have a podium for today's venue, this area will be the area you can present your reports. We have a table here, so you can just sit it. And since I think we are having some technicals with the Wi-Fi, if ever you're having any trouble, you can contact any of your group leaders. And then if it still doesn't work, we will be resolving to the physical figures. So again, if you have a new comment, physically you do 1. If you have another comment, do 2 procedural motion 3. And then if you have a technical, just make a few with your with both of your hands. Okay, and then I think with that we'll be moving on to our next motion. We are moving on to motion number 26. Okay, we are now using motion number 26, which states that the 25th IPSF Asia-Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PSAT Thailand for 2022-2023. So we'll be giving the floor to PSAT Thailand. Good job.
You can hold it for the open. You can hold it.
Thank you for the floor. I'm Noel, new VP from PSAT Thailand. So I'm going to present you the annual report. So we first talk about the introduction. PSAT Thailand was first established in the 1925 by integration of overseas students from 3 student associations. These are 3 different universities with the objective and promoting healthcare and encouraging the well-being of Thai citizens. Total number of members is 12,000 from 6 students from 19 student associations. So here is our organization chart. Go to the next page. we have a 19 position. Next slide, please. Okay, for the project that we have done last year, first we have an open house. So this is the event that allow the upper secondary school students could come and get to know what is the pharmacy school look like. And another one is the third tech talk by PSAT is the event that hold on to teach the students to get ready to use all the technology to study in the university. Next please. Okay, thank you. The next one is feedback game. This is the event that 19 association, 19 university come together and have a sport day. And this is the feedback first day. So in the COVID-19 pandemic, so we have still have an obstruction. So we hold it online by first day from every university in Thailand come and meet each other. Next slide, please. And also we also have a feedback marketing for the first time. This is the event that the place for the students to share their financial plan, how to make marketing, and do the business job in the future to be an entrepreneur. And this is the fellowship camp. The camp is made for pharmaceutical students, medicine students, and dentistry students to come together and learn to work with other occupations. So the next slide, please. So we also have a Global Pharmacist Day and it's a logo contest to have our staff logo from the formal logo one. Next slide, please. So what about the exchange program? We, for the COVID-19 pandemic, we have also, as I mentioned before, we have obstruction. So we hold the events on the online. We call it Thailand Virtual Stage 2022, the second. That, yeah, and as you can see, hold on soon. And yeah, the result is quite great. So my friends get to know and have friendship with every country. Next slide, please. Okay, on the behalf of Mr. Siri Arukusa, the OCP, I'm gonna say that after long COVID-19 pandemic, this Thailand aims to organize more projects that benefit our members. Throughout the mandate, we have conducted 19 successful projects. It has increased from the last mandate. However, we found that we still have some limitations in sharing our accuracy report, for which we need to find a solution further. For my future expectations, I hope that we can create and collaborate in a more international activity, as well as increasing our organization and members involved in more IPSF and APRO events. On the behalf of IPSF Thailand, I would like to thank RWG for your dedication and hard work, and to all the CP. It has really been my pleasure to work with you all. Last but not least, I'm looking forward to see everyone in the next year in IPSF Thailand 2024. And so please support us and stay tuned in the next mandate, which is me. Thank you for the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, PSAT Thailand. So we are now opening the floor for discussion. We have okay, so again, just another reminder, if you have any problem with if you have any problem with the speakers form or the Wi-Fi, we can result to physical finger rules. But to keep them up, we will be having someone update the speakers list based on who's raising their hands. So right now we have a new comment from Voices, FJC page.
Mr. Chair, voices for the Philippines. So on behalf of the Federation of Chapters of the Philippine Pharmacists Association, I feel the Philippines by this entire discussion to Bisa Thailand through the supervision and led by Mr. Derwin Arnoso for GOV. We have been working with GOV since the start of this mandate, and we could say that the collaboration with Bisa Thailand was a successful one, and we can wait to have more collaboration with you the next upcoming mandate together with my new and potential successor. Okay, so yeah, second regards to GOV and your institute. So thank you so much.
Thank you, FJ Philippines. Do we have any new comments? We have a few more seconds. Okay, I see that there are no new comments. We will now be closing the floor for discussion, and we will now move to voting. We are voting on motion number 26, which states this: the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PSAT Thailand for 2022-23. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those who abstain, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 12. Okay, results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, 0 abstain. Congrats, Ms. Antalan. Motion carried. Okay, moving on to the next motion. Motion number 27, which states that this 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of TDPUPO Vietnam for 2022-23. So again, for the delegation of TDPUPO, unfortunately, they are not able to go. So we will be giving everyone a few minutes to go over their report in our Google Drive, and we will also be sharing it on the projector.
And you have what you present.
We have a technical from this digital.
It's sharing voices start at least instantly voice into flash these slides instead of after this, because the interventions can doesn't allow us to do the presentation.
Okay, we have a request to flash the slide after the report. We are able to flash the slide, so we can do that. Okay, at this point, can we assess the assembly if we are okay with opening the floor for discussion? Please use your motion card that we your set on your table. Green, if you are okay with moving, red if not. Okay, I see majority green. We will now be moving to the open discussion. Are there any comments for TDPUPL? Sorry, please wait for the speakers, please be updated. Okay, we have a new comment from Moses from IPSF APRO.
Mr. Chair, Moises Philippines. So again, on behalf of the Federation of Fingerprint Doctors of the Philippine Pharmacists Association, Philippines, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the station to PDD of Vietnam for collaborating with us this mandate to world for Toulouse State booklet. And we also like to thank them for entrusting us their work during this RA. Thank you so much.
Thank you, IPSF Philippines. Are there any new comments? Okay, we have a few more seconds. Okay, I see no new comments. We will now be closing the floor for discussion and move on to voting for motion number 27, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of TDPUPL Vietnam for 2022 to 23. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those who abstain, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations to TDPUPL Vietnam. Motion carried unanimously. Moving on to motion number 28, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PUPS Bangladesh for 2022 to 23. Again, the delegation of PUPS Bangladesh was not able to go in person, so we will be flashing their annual report through the projector.
No, no, it's not. It doesn't even. It's okay.
Okay, at this point, we want to assess the floor again, if you are okay with moving to open the floor for discussion. Please raise your emotion cards. Green is yes, red. Thank you, I see green. You may now put down your emotion cards. We are now moving to the open discussion. If you have any new comments, please put it in the speaker spot. We have a point of information from Heidi. I guess or
Thank you, Chair. This is Heidi, IPSF APRO RO. I would like to explain that for UPS Bangladesh, unfortunately, they weren't able to send any derogation to APS for 23. So at the beginning until the middle of the mandate, they remain active, including the contact person itself. But since 2 or 3 months ago, the university called Brack University, which is also the biggest university in Bangladesh, they experienced a relocation to a new physical place. Hence why the organization itself also cannot be contacted for several months leading up to APPS 2023. They have also stated their financial difficulty, including the main reason of why they couldn't send any delegation to APPS 2023. So I think that would offer me.
thank you, Heidi. We just also want to remind the floor to point of information is a raised hand. Okay, are there any new comments? Okay, we'll just wait for a few more seconds. Okay, I see no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion and we will be proceeding to voting. We are voting on motion number 28 that states this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PUBS Bangladesh for 2022 to 2023. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those who abstain, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. We ask the SMB to please raise your card so that the scrutiny is further vacancy. I see 12. Okay, results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations, IPSF Bangladesh. Motion carried unanimous. We are now moving on to the next motion. Motion number 29, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accepts and adopts the annual report of the content person of PUBC Bangladesh for 2022 to 23. PUBC Bangladesh was not able to send a physical delegation to the regional assembly, so we will be presenting their annual report through the projector in front of you. Sorry, we have a technical from PSAT Thailand. Good evening, sir. You can hear the microphone, PSAT Thailand.
Thank you for the call. I'm Mari from Thailand. We have a technical problem like the presentation is we have to need permission to access the slide. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll just please give us a few minutes to check on the access to the slides.
Like how this, so we can.
Okay, so everyone should have access to the slides now.
Amy, do you have access? I think you can maybe download it and then re-upload it.
They have.
Oh, they don't have it. Okay.
Okay, at this point, we again want to assess the floor if we are open if we would like to open the floor for discussion. Please raise your emotion cards, green for yes and red for no. If you scrutinize it, you can have a class. Okay, I see green. Thank you. You may now put the motion cards down. We are now opening the floor for discussion. If there are any comments, please put it in the speaker's part. Okay, we have a new comment from Linjay, Finance Republic of Trading.
Thank you for the report. As I believe APS is one of the biggest events held by APRO, and it is one of the responsibilities of VPs to attend this event that is held once in a year. I was wondering if it would be possible for the chair to elaborate on the reasons of the absence of the VP, if it's a private reason or financial reason, there needs to be a mention, but if it's other reason, that would be good to mention the reason for the absence.
Thank you, Finance Republic of Korea. So right now, our member organizations in Bangladesh are having a hard time when it comes to the financial aspect of going to APPS. That's why currently they are not here within APPS and also the RA. But we are able to communicate with them, and they have mentioned that it is financial. Thank you. Here we have a new comment from Voices from UC page.
Again, this is there wants to start Jason. The chair regarding activeness of the organization to the IPSF. Thank you.
Thank you, FTC Engage in the Philippines. So for this, we are commenting on the objective facts of the Federation. They are able to communicate, although it is a bit late. It takes them maybe about a day to a week to reply. In terms of IPSF activities, I believe they have projects that are in line with IPSF objectives, although I do not think they have been able to hold IPSF activities exactly. And then in terms of their participation within IPSF and IPSF APRO projects themselves, they have been able to send participants to these events. Okay, if there are any comments, please put it in the speaker's form or raise your fingers. Okay, I see no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion, and we are voting on motion number 29, which states that this the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of contact person of the UPC Bangladesh for 2022-2023. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. And then all those for, please raise your voting cards. I see both. Okay, here we now put down the vote cards. Thank you. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations to the UPC Bangladesh, motion carried unanimous. We are now moving on to the next motion, motion number 2. Motion number 13 states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of EPE Bangladesh for 2022 to 23. So again, for the delegation from EPE Bangladesh, they were not able to go physically to the regional assembly. We will be presenting their annual report for the projector above. We have a point of information from Amy, IPSF APRO Secretary.
Thank you, Chair Moore. My name is Amy. I'm the Secretary. So I just thought I'd provide a bit of information. So we contacted in Bangladesh quite a few times regarding the annual report for the RA. We also tried messaging them personally, the contact person for EP. However, we still did not receive the annual report from EP Bangladesh. Thank you.
Thank you, IPSF Secretary. We have a point of information from, we have a clarification from Mrs. Jason.
Again, Mr. Chair, this is from Jason. So that's inquire regarding the status of the membership. If ever we will be voting against this motion, what will be the sanction for the organization? Thank you.
Thank you, FJC Philippines. So we discussed it as well. In terms of voting for annual reports of contact persons, if in the scenario that this motion does not pass, it is put into the archives of IPSF APRO and also IPSF that it did not pass this assembly. And in the case of subsequent motions of their annual reports not passing, their membership will be reviewed by the IPSF Executive Committee, and appropriate action may be done in terms of their IPSF membership. We have a point of information from Heidi at APRO.
Thank you, Chair. This is Heidi for our open mandates. I want to explain a little bit background about EP Bangladesh. I think some of you have been APRO for quite some time and noticed that thinking the name of the organization was Bangladesh, it was supposed to be. So the condition about EPC Bangladesh, they are composed of students from the East West University Bangladesh, one of the three pharmacy schools in Bangladesh. Ever since their acceptance in the IPSF General Assembly, I'm so sorry, I couldn't quite remember what year exactly that was in. The contact person and also the person who applied, who got into IPSF was the same person for so many years. Because the club unfortunately got inactive for almost 10 years now, ever since their acceptance until now 2023. So as the regional relations officer, what I did was that I approached the current contact person who is also already a professor. I contacted him and I asked whether it would be possible to rebuild the organization and make it composed of students who can actively hold projects and make their memberships available. So this is actually one of the achievements that we did also this mandate, that we managed to rebuild the organization into EPE, composed of students from the East West University, current students who are still active, a new contact person, new president, and new executive committee of EPE Bangladesh. So we just underwent like a huge revamp only a couple of months ago. That's why I have said the original name change of the association. This has also been informed to the IPSF Secretary General and Chairperson of Regional Relations because this involved. For the CP himself, we conducted a CP handover session and gave him proper CP training because he started his mandate late. Upon further communication, we stayed very active when we inquire, when we offer help.
And also, EPE was an active participant of the APRO mentorship program. However, due to exam season at the time of the submission of the annual report and the association being very, very, very new, and also they were not used to handling all the works and the deadlines that were given by the federation. Unfortunately, they were able to submit their annual report, but they are still trying and they have just been newly reformed after almost 10 years of taking that. Thank you.
Thank you, IPSF APRO. Do you have any new comments for this? I see none. We are now moving the floor. I see we are now closing the floor for discussion. We are now voting on motion 30, which states this: the 35th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of EPE Bangladesh for 2022-23. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see 2. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. Please raise your voting cards higher, or just reduce. I see 9. And then all those 4, please raise your voting cards. I see 1. Thank you. You may now put down your voting cards. We're just waiting for the results on the parliamentary system. Okay, results are out. We have 1 vote for, 2 against, and 9 abstains. Motion is not carried. We are now moving to the next motion. We're now for motion 31, which states this: the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of Camp PSA Cambodia for 2022-23. So again, the delegation from Camp PSA Cambodia was not able to go physically to APPS and also the regional assembly, and they were not able to pass their annual report. So I'll be passing the chair to Amy, IPSF APRO Secretary.
Thank you for the chair. I will now be passing the floor back to
Bill, IPSF APRO Chairperson, so a point of information for Camp PSA Cambodia. Camp PSA Cambodia has been inactive for several years now. And we have been trying to contact them. So it was also through last year's relations. We have been contacting their executives, their faculty, their team, and also quite recently for this mandate, alumni from their university. However, they have not been able to get back to IPSF APRO. And that is the current scenario now within, or even now during the regional assembly session.
Thank you for your comment. I will now be passing the chair back to Bill.
Thank you. The floor is still open for discussion. If there are any new comments, please put it in the speaker's phone. I see none. We are now closing the floor for discussion. We are now voting on motion number 31, which states this: the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of Campus St. Cambodia for 2022 to 23. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. And all those against, please raise your voting cards, and please raise them high for the scrutineers at the back. I see 7. You may now put down your voting cards. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see 5. You may now put down your voting cards. All those voting for, you may raise your voting cards. I see none. Results are out. We have 0 votes for, 7 against, and 5 abstains. Motion is not carried. We are now moving on to the next motion. Motion number 32, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PSAHK Hong Kong for 2022 to 23. Again, for the delegation, they were not able to send them to APPS and the Regional Assembly. We will be presenting the annual report to the projector. Okay. Okay, at this point, we would like to assess the assembly. If you are okay with the open floor for discussion, please raise your green and motion card for yes and red for no. Okay, I see green. You may now put down. We are now proceeding to the open discussion for motion number 3. If you have any new comments, please use the speaker form. We have if those giving new comments can raise their fingers, we will just be updating the speakers list as well. Sorry, if you can wait for this. Okay, we have a new comment from Dave from KNAP's Republic of Korea.
Thank you for the report. This is looking at the annual report of the PDF file and the annual report presentation, the number of the members represented is different. In the PDF, it says 350, while on the presentation it says 50. So I was wondering if the clarification for the member represented by this association. And by looking at the number of members, it's 50 people. So I was trying to ask RO if there is a possibility of the association going larger in the number of members in the association.
Thank you, Kenya, for public upgrade. Okay, we have a direct comment from IPSF APRO.
Chair, this is Heidi, IPSF APRO article. As for the exact number of members of this HK, we will try to verify that with the membership database, and we'll refer back to the assembly on the exact number of members that PSHK currently has. However, for the extension of their membership, PSHK is a combination of two pharmacies in Hong Kong, ever since their acceptance and until now. So I didn't receive any information about them extending their membership.
Thank you, Heidi. If we can update the parliamentary. Okay, the floor is now open for discussion. If there are any comments, please. Use the speaker form, or you can also hear the video. Okay, I see no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion and voting on this motion. Motion number 32, which states that the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific General Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PSAHK for 2022 to 30. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. If you now put on your voting cards, the result are 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations to PSAHK. Motion carried unanimously. We're now moving to the next motion, motion number 83, which states that this, the 25th Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accepted and adopts the annual report of the contact person of IPGA SF India for 2022. So IPGA SF India was not able to send a delegation to APPS and the Regional Assembly, so we will be presenting their annual report through the projector internet. Okay, at this point, can we assess the assembly if we are okay with to the open discussion? Yeah, please raise your voting cards, please for yes and no. Okay, thank you. I see we now put down the voting cards. We are now opening the floor for discussion. If there are any comments, please use the speaker form or raise your finger. We have a point of information from IPSF APRO.
Chair, this is Heidi Anderson from RO. Point of information, as you may all know, IPSF is currently the host of the NIM Performance Practice Education, which we held this September in India. I think we presented several times about sending potential delegations to APJ 2023. However, since we are the sponsorships and the funds that they receive from their country and also universities of their members are all used to develop the performance practice education event in September. Unfortunately, they were not able to send any delegations this 2023.
Thank you, Heidi and Gabriel. We have a new comment now from Moises at JCPH.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Mrs. Government. China's Philippine pharmacists Philippines. We would like to thank IPGASF for collaborating with us for the Work to Work Sustainable Bread, and we are hoping to see that in.
Thank you, JCPH. Are there any new comments? Okay, I see that there are no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion, and we are moving towards voting for motion number 33, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of IPSF India for 2022. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. You may now put down your voting cards. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, IPGASF India. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, we are now moving on to the next motion, motion number 34, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accept and adopt the annual report of the contact person of IPSF India for 2022 to 20. So we are now giving the floor to the delegate from IPSF.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Namaste, everyone. I am Kaustuvi from IPSF India, and I am going to present our annual report for 2022-2023. Okay, so Sri Aurobindo Institute of Pharmacy Students Federation SAFE SF is non-governmental, non-political, non-religious umbrella organization representing pharmacy students and graduates. We represent more than 400 students in Madhya Pradesh, India. Sri Aurobindo Institute of Pharmacy is represented by students from different courses, mainly B.Pharm, which is Bachelor of Pharmacy, PharmD, Doctorate of Pharmacy, M.Pharm, Master of Pharmacy, and now we are adding Diploma of Pharmacy as well. So we have, for our organization, we have a student executive board
The members are able to plan activities and execute them in the organization. Okay. Vision and mission, to sum up, we aim to provide well-rounded cultural awareness, health awareness, medicine information, educational training and guidance. We also have our hospital in the campus, which helps us to execute many projects. Then we engage in high-level interactions within Madhya Pradesh because there are a lot of small pharmacy schools in our state. We also care for the cultural diversity and individualism of the students. So we have annual project which is called Co-Growing. It is an annual fest under which we have it's a 3-day fest. For the first day of fest, we dedicate this to farmer-related event because in this fest we collaborate with our technological and management university, and we do this in bond with each other. So the first is debate competition, second was poster presentation, and third was quiz competition. I was a part of poster presentation. And this year we have heavily invested on entrepreneurship and opportunities in entrepreneurship. The government of Madhya Pradesh is investing a lot in students who want to open their own pharmacy, and it is supporting funding for pharmacy students. So for the next, we have affordable medicines for all. Government of Madhya Pradesh is also encouraging projects like selling of generic medicines in Madhya Pradesh because of issue of poverty in our region. So this was done for the information of the pharmacists so they could, educate their local people about the selling at the shop, which comes under government of India for generic selling. Then we have a budget event on POC and development linkage. The aim of the activity was to foster collaboration and partnerships by providing a platform for participants to showcase innovative POC ideas, facilitating development and implementation of impactful solutions to engage with entrepreneurs, investors, and industry experts. Again, this was the project run for the entrepreneurship point, in which they were taught about providing a concept and implementing this into an idea. Okay. So for the fourth project, we had a talk on how to become a successful entrepreneur, idea generation and implementation. This was necessary for idea generation, validation, strategic planning, and overcoming challenges which we as a pharmacist face in our own region. Next. We also have for the first time we were able to do a blood donation camp with association with our medical team, and we had 20 volunteers, and the blood was donated to the women who were anemic and children who were anemic. So for the MORE project, we had a talk with the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises on financial aid for youth of Madhya Pradesh who were like recently graduating and wanted to open or work with Government of India on generic medicine shops. Other activities were cultural fest, environment day, workshop on world intellectual property rights, etc. These were some photos from our annual event in Co-Growing. For the final remarks, I will just sum up by saying that organization has done some offline activities like entrepreneurial seminars and cultural fest successfully, and we plan to do more in upcoming matters. For the future expectations, unlike what is written here, I would definitely would like to collaborate more, like we did in past years. This year we have only collaborated with our own country association for regional papers, but we're looking forward to more collaboration. Thank you. That is from me.
Thank you, Sayed. India, we are now opening the floor for discussion. We have a new comment from Yahya, Maps India. Students, if you can give the mic to Maps India, please.
I'm commercial development from Maps India. And on behalf of Maps India, I would like to congratulate Professor SF for the presentation and for collaborating with us. Also, I would like to know more about the affordable medicines project. I would like to know more about the affordable medicines project and also how you implement it in your state, in Madhya Pradesh.
Thank you, Maps India. So, pass it for IPSF India.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I'm Kostri, Favors of India. Thank you, Magyaga, for your question. So, from the last year, we were being reached out by the general medical shop owners, which was funded by the government of India. So, we have a scheme called Arogya Yojana in India, in Madhya Pradesh specifically. So, we sell, if the general drug is being sold for 100 rupees INR, in the generic shop, it will be sold for 8 rupees. So that it can be affordable for all the people, especially the poor people, because we have a lot of poverty and below poverty line people in Madhya Pradesh. So they reached out to us because we also have medical college, dental college, and everything in the university. So they gathered us together and they wanted our help to promote it because many people who come to the hospital, they still do not know that they can afford medicine for much cheaper rate, like more than 70% off. So they reached out to us and we initiated a conference for the pharmacy graduates and for the bachelor pharmacy graduates who are just graduating. So they could, help them, and also they learn about how they can set up their own generic medicine and get license for the shops.
Thank you, IPSF India. We have a new comment from Yoga, the MFF education.
I would like to, first of all, congratulations for your mandate and wonderful presentation. I would like to ask about POC development and linkage. Is there any benefits for the participants that maybe one or one? Also, I don't quite understand what exactly is POC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we just want to remind the assembly, we have changed the microphone so you can use the microphone. And since those are two comments, but the clarification and POC, we need a new comment for that to be answered. So thank you, comment and everything.
Thank you, Sir. I think the first question was how POC is helping students. Okay. So POC, I will explain you. POC is called proof of concept. It's before you implement an idea for anything, for your research papers or for whatever. As an entrepreneur, if you want something to, if you want a business to be set up, you need a proof of concept, and a proof of concept has to be something that will evolve into an idea which will be implemented. So first, we aim on explaining students what is exactly the proof of concept, and then moving on to how to become an entrepreneur for idea development, and then how they can be guided by their individual scenarios. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, if we can update the speakers, please. Okay, the floor is still open for discussion. If there are any comments, please put them in the speakers form. Okay, I see no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion and we are voting on this motion, motion number 34, which states this: the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of IPSF India for 2020 to 2020. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. You may now put down your voting cards. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, IPSF India. Motion carried unanimously.
Thank you, everyone. I hope to see you soon in CPP.
Okay, we are now moving on to the next motion, motion number 35, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly, accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact tracing of MFF UI Indonesia for 2022 to 2023. We are now giving the floor to the delegate from MFF UI.
Thank you, Bill, for the floor. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rena from the contact person of the MFUI Indonesia. And now allow me to present the MFUI annual report for 2022 to 2023 on behalf of the MFUI. So this is our annual report. To begin, the MFUI stands for Better Executive sa Komunitas Pagkakit Indonesia, was established originally in 2012 under the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences of the University of Indonesia. Currently, we are under the status of an IPSF MRA because we are also a member of ISMA Council, and at the present, we are also representing 668 students of MFUI located in the University of Depok, Indonesia. As you can see here, our vision for MFUI in 2023 is to actualize a MFUI that is professional, collaborative, and able to reach out as well as be more connected with students. And to achieve that vision statement, we have several missions here, including to make Benefit a professional institution with almost no students care for each other, to enhance the institution's function in providing messages and guidance to faculty, which are the of MFUI, to provide a space for universities to create, collaborate, and contribute according to their interests and talents, to provide space for universities to engage in social actions and data driven scientific actions based on factual information, and lastly, to strengthen relationships and collaborate with external parties for the benefit of the MFUI, UI, and independence. And this is our organizational structure. The overall general structure remains the same like last year. Also, we have our executive committee, including our president, which will arrive today, vice president, treasurer, controller, and several coordinators here. As you can see, we have the coordinator of student affairs, internal relations, talent experts, social politics, and external relations. Now, as a contact person, I'm also the head of the National Relations Department under our external coordination. My department is responsible for life affairs related to IPSF, SEP, and other international affairs. Now, moving on to the projects that we conducted some last year. So first, we have the Inter-Education Project. We have collaborated with MBCA and PSA and IPSF for World Cancer Awareness Day. Next, we have our TV and initiatives. First, we have our annual pharmacy festival, this is an annual TV event for university and high school students, of which we had each conference event, essay, poster, and drug packaging design competitions in. Second, we have UI pharmacy career talk. Third, we have drill your knowledge, and we also have IPSF spirit to introduce IPSF to the freshmen of MFUI. Next, we have our public health initiative. First, we have our annual pharmacy fair, of which tourism activity educated and provided help for underdeveloped communities in Indonesia, where last year we targeted the village of Manila, community in West Java. This is actually one of the biggest events that MFUI have every single year, and we managed to hold this event fully offline for 4 days. Furthermore, for publications, we have IPSF Alert, of which we posted all information and latest updates of IPSF on our Instagram page, and translated the caption into Indonesian language to further engage our members. Here, we also promoted other members' organizations' activities as well. We also have IPSF Central Ovation, in which we post the achievements that our members have gotten in relation to IPSF awards or positions.
Lastly, we couldn't forget our internal activities. Is the grand launching of FSDI student organization as well. I know of the management with our members, we conducted a team building session with the theme of digital company. This is actually, this is our first year to fully conduct all the projects offline. So this is the organization. It was really fun and we get to meet each other more. Moving on to, I'm speaking on behalf of our beloved CEO, Adam, of which telling he couldn't be here today. As a leading pharmaceutical business association, BMFY is still in search for pharmaceutical industry internship opportunities for students under IPSF and potentially might collaborate with the faculty with our international course. We are currently having around 2 to 3 outgoing students, one of them being in Korean. This is for the program design. For the final remarks, I'll leave the hardship. Then everyone managed to survive and thrive thus far, especially in relation to our external endeavors in the international field. As an evaluation, then has right in distributing IPSF information, project and initiative. However, but we see that the students' interest in student organizations have really reduced this year. Thank you so much for staying together with me throughout this Monday, especially for the online community and also my fellow CPs. It was a blessing to get to know all of you, especially in the setting and offline setting. See you guys next Monday. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. We are now opening the floor for discussion. Okay, we have a new comment from Gita, as one of our senior leader.
Hi, and first of all, I would like to say congratulations on ending the mandate. I know you have a lot of things going on right now, but you still managed to facilitate a lot of the Kassan students to participate in IPSF. And I just want to say that I'm proud of you. And also, thank you for making us fellow Indonesian proud. I wish you good luck on your future plans. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for participating in the teacher. Now we have a comment from Moise Deputy PJ Philippines.
Start. Means, on behalf of the Federation of Human Chapters of the Philippine Pharmacists Association, we want to extend our deepest gratitude and appreciation to you and our behind for collaborating with us for the time. And thank you for being our wonderful body in IPSF. And I know that it was so hard joining as a CP in IPSF because your predecessor is a current RWG and my grand predecessor as well is a current RWG. So I know that I can relate the hardships to you this mandate. And I am very much thankful for the journey I had with you, like being the first CP, best contact person of the month, so the two of us on that. And I feel proud that we have finally finished so we're finally finishing our mandate together. Thank you so much. And let's collaborate more next. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, do we have any more new comments from the attendee? I see none. We are now closing the floor for discussion and voting on this motion. Motion number 35, which states this, the benefit IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PEMFUI Indonesia for 2020. All those voting against, please raise your voting card. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. You may now put down your voting cards. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, PEMFUI Indonesia. Motion carried unanimously. And moving on to the next motion, motion number 36, which states that this, the benefit of IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PEMFUI Indonesia for 2020-2023. We are now passing the floor to the delegates of PEMFUI Indonesia.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. Good afternoon to the IPSF APRO RWG and my fellow CPs whom I respect. My name is Evelyn, the CP of PEMFUI Indonesia. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present to you all our annual report on behalf of PEMFUI. First and foremost, on the next slide. Next. Okay, first and foremost, PEMFUI stands for Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa Fakultas Universitas Erlangga. The organization was established in 1998 under the name of PEMFUI and became PEMFUI in 2003. As a member in the association, we represent 988 individual pharmacy students from the Faculty of Pharmacy, Universitas Erlangga, which is located in Surabaya, Indonesia. Our vision as an organization is to establish PEMFUI as a dynamic, innovative, and progressive organization for the well-being of the whole academic community of FFPR based on the three responsibilities of higher education, which are education, research and innovation, and also community service. To achieve this vision, we have set several missions, which are first, to create an organization that demonstrates integrity in service with aspects of professionalism and a sense of picture. And second, to build an active and accomplished environment to facilitate the interest and talent and also potential of FFPR students on a national and international scale. And lastly, to build synergistic and interactive relationships with both internal and external parties of FFPR. Next. Here we have our organizational structure, which consists of the executive committee, which are the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and also 8 head of department, which are the external department, treasurer, external department, academic department, the strategic analysis department, internal department with 3 divisions, business and sponsorship department, media and publication department with 1 division, community service department, and lastly, human resources development department with 2 divisions. IPSF related work is conducted by the external department. Continuing on, moving on to our project for the public health portfolio. First, we have international webinar, which tackles the topic of self-development by inviting several speakers from different countries to share their knowledge regarding the topic. And secondly, we have Porter, which was a hybrid event done to educate the society on relevant issues in health. And this year we tackle the topic of mental health. Next. Third, we have PharmaCare, which was also a hybrid event done to increase awareness towards global health days by highlighting the role of pharmacists in public health. And lastly, we have PharmaCare, which was an online and offline event done in a remote village with the voluntary village to provide knowledge to the community who may lack awareness of the importance of education and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Next, for the next portfolio, we have professional development, pardon the mistake in the presentation, and pharmacy education portfolio. The first project is science outline to direct first year students an abstract creation and also poster presentation for research projects. And secondly, we have Aspirin, which is a hybrid event that to introduce our freshman students to the pharmacy profession and also the environment of pharmacy education and FFU. Next. Third, we have Cocaine, which is a hybrid event consisting of several PD competitions, such as CFE, CCE, and also poster competitions that is open for high school and university students. And lastly, we have Student, which is an online event that will give a real world perspective regarding the world of pharmacy in Indonesia from professionals in the industry. Next. For the next, we have our inter-association collaboration. We have conducted 5 collaborations in this mandate. 2 projects are related to the tuberculosis day, which are the tuberculosis quiz with 7 collaborating organizations, which are LTFA Lebanon, APFY Peru, SFF of Slovenia, GPSA Jordan, DPHFF Pakistan, GPPHA Philippines, and also SFA Algeria. And the advocacy focus with 3 collaborating organizations, which are FJCCPHA Philippines, IPGA India, and also CCPO Vietnam. Both projects set out to educate society and raise awareness regarding tuberculosis. We also have a project on World No Tobacco Day, which was a toolkit in collaboration with 2 member organizations, which are NTFA Nepal and also FJCCPHA Philippines. This project is focused on the perspective of each country regarding the regulations on tobacco use. Next, we also conducted 2 collaborations with IPSF APRO. The first being the FQF meeting, where we accommodated the APRO RWC with their face-to-face meeting. And also the second one is IPSF 101 podcast, which aims to educate our members regarding the fundamental knowledge of IPSF with 3 of our RWC experts. Next, regarding our STEP program, for outgoing students, we're sending 2 students to PSA from July to August. Meanwhile, we are currently going to hold 5 students offline. However, there is a special note from my SEO. We're still hoping for more delegates, so if you're interested, you can submit your application to us. For incoming STEP activities, next. Our exchange years will last for a month, from 19th of August to 19th of September, and the field of internships we offer are hospital and community pharmacy. However, currently we are still in discussions to also accommodate research internships as well. Other than internships, we also have several trips and social events planned. Next. For my final remarks, as the first VP of a new member organization, I knew from the very start that it was never gonna be. However, as time went on and as I got support from the people behind April, the RWG, and also my external department, I realized that this mandate has reached greater heights than I ever imagined. And thank you for welcoming our organization with open arms, and we cannot wait to create more memories and ideas. For the numbers of activities work I submitted, in the
I would like to assist the assembly. We would like to extend the presentation by 2 minutes. Okay, I see me. Thank you. You may now go ahead. First, you have an additional 3 minutes for your presentation.
thank you for the floor. Can we go back to the previous slide? So in the slide itself, there are 6 activity reports, but currently we have submitted 28 activity reports. Next slide. For the evaluation of the organization, the workflow of activity reports and also IPSF publication dissemination can be improved to make it more efficient, and more internal projects to introduce IPSF to our members should be conducted to raise their awareness regarding the organization itself, and hopefully these efforts will increase our members' activeness in future IPSF projects. For our future expectations for run of the year, We hopefully will develop more international PE and PE activities with within BMFF years IPSF related projects, and also participate in more inter-association collaboration with IPSF member organizations. And also for IPSF APRO, hopefully there will be more socializing events for the city. And that is all from BMFF Senior Indonesia. Thank you.
Thank you, Bema for Indonesia. We are now opening the floor for discussion. Sorry to the scrutineer. I think we will be getting the microphone back. Okay, so we have a new comment now from Moises at JCPH Philippines. Please use the microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to start at GCPH Philippines. And on behalf of our federation, the Federation of Human Factors, of the Philippine Pharmacists Association, and JCPH Philippines, we would like to give thanks and appreciation to them and the Indonesia for a very successful mandate. And I also remember last year, one of your members actually messaged me regarding their application to IPSF. And I am very proud to see you grow just a year. And congratulations for being the very first contact person of the BMF winner and for winning the best contact person of the month. And yeah, thank you for collaborating with us throughout this mandate. And I could say that if ever there will be a new organization in IPSF, it will be CBPH and BMF because we have collaborated so much. Like in every publications and student exchange program, there is always at least BPHA, and beside it is always BMF Indonesia. And we hope that next year this healthy collaboration, this healthy friendship is still going to be under our successors. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, JCPH Philippines. We have a new comment from Nita as one of our seniors.
I'm from Indonesia. And first of all, I would like to say congratulations, Evelyn, for your hard work in this mandate. I know it's hard to be different of a new association. Thank you for always being active and helpful with us in Indonesian community. And I'm proud of you. And anyway, do you have any plans for the future? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Indonesia. So I'll be passing the floor to Ona.
Thank you for the question, Vika. So as we have mentioned in our presentation, we do have future plans of implementing PE activities. So we are planning on creating an international competition for PE competition, which will be integrated into our campaign project, the one I presented earlier. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, if we can update the speaking list. Okay, the floor is still open for discussion. If there are any new comments, please do put it in the speaker's form. I see that there are no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion and moving to voting on this motion, motion number 36, which states this: the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of BMFF United Indonesia for 2022 to 2023. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, thank you. I see 12. You may now put down your voting cards. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, Member Carbonara, Indonesia. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, so at this point, we have snacks ready outside. So if there are no objections, we will be having a 10-minute recess. There are no objections, so we will now be proceeding to a procedural motion to suspend the standing orders proposed by FCCPJ Philippines, seconded by EDSA New Zealand. We will be having the voting. All those against, please raise your voting cards. As seen, none, motion passed. We are now suspending our standing orders and we will be having our roll call.
So just as we did at the start of the Homeowners Association notes, please raise your hand, as I call it out, and scrutineer, after I've done the roll call, please pick up the voting card. So we'll start on Ms. India. Thank you, Mr. Party Indonesia. Thank you, APS Japan. Thank you, IPSF New Zealand. Thank you, HACCPHA Philippines. Thank you, Finance Republic of Korea. Thank you, Inuit Singapore. Thank you, IPSF Thailand. Thank you, IPSF India. Thank you, Benefits Indonesia. Thank you, Benefits in Air Indonesia. Thank you, Benefits Indonesia. Thank you, Benefits Indonesia. Indonesia. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Benefits Indonesia. Thank you, HMFID Indonesia. Thank you, Philippines. Thank you, and PSA Taiwan. Thank you for all.
Okay, thank you everyone. You may now get some snacks and coffee outside. Please be back in the room by 10:55. Thanks, working.
I think there is food.
Oh, really? It's the connection there.
I've already spoken to the faculty. Can I pay you now for the bench? Yeah. No, did you get my bank? No, the transfer. Oh, how do you think? Because I only have, yeah.
Heidi.
Oh, hi. Stop.
No, we don't stop.
Thank you, Chair Bongo. As per the event protocol, I'll be calling out your association names. Please raise your hand or motion card high, when I say your association name. So, Max Duncan, thank you. Ismail Indonesia, thank you. IPSF Japan, thank you. Internet New Zealand, thank you. HSC Philippines, thank you. Knights Republic of Korea, thank you. In University of Singapore, thank you. IPSF Thailand, thank you. IPSF India, thank you. BMFF UI Indonesia, thank you. BMFF Air Indonesia, thank you. BM Chemical Unmed Indonesia, thank you. BM Chemical Indonesia, thank you. BM USA Indonesia, thank you. HMS ICB Indonesia, thank you. Youth of Philippines, thank you. And PSA Taiwan. Thank you. So we have 8 full members present and voting, so the strength of the House is 12 votes. So therefore, simple majority, we require 7 votes, and 9 is required for 2/3 majority. And now, all back to you.
Thank you, Amy. We will now be asking if there's any proposal and secondary to this standing orders proposed by IPSF Philippines, seconded by Ismail Party. We'll now be voting on the motion to rescind the standing orders. All those against, please use your voting cards. I see none. We are now proceeding with the motion, and we have resumed standing orders. We are now continuing with the next motion, motion 37, which states that this, the 2025 IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of BEM Chemical Unmed Indonesia for 2022-2023. So we are now giving the floor to the delegates from BEM Chemical Unmed Indonesia. I think it's
Oh.
Hello everyone, I'm Anita from the Department and I represent the city since the city can attend this meeting. And I would like to present about the annual report from my administration. Yeah, next. Okay, first we go to introduction. I'm from the Department. The total in our organization in this year is 160, and the Department is an organization from Faculty of Pharmacy in the Federal is located in Vietnam, Sumedang, West Java, Indonesia. We joined IPSF as a member in association in 2019. Okay, so this is the vision of the Department in this period, that we want to make Department to be the agent of inspiration for science experimentation to reach the highest extension. And to support the vision, we have 5 missions that are building network, get an impact, sustaining the profile, building quality, and inspiring. As you can see, the organization structure here, we are led by our president, and there is also vice president and general secretary that is supervise 3 bureaus. There are 5 divisions that supervise around 2 or 3 departments, as you can see in picture. So we have 16 departments. Next. Okay, this is for the first project. We have summer student action program that was held offline in August until September 2022. This project will provide pharmacy students with an opportunity to undertake professional international research and learning approach. For the second project is Meraki. Next slide. Meraki or creative and innovative media training that was held online on 6 May 2023. In this project, we train organization member about graphic design to increase publication and marketing of the Chemical using any design tools that mostly requested by Chemical. Okay, next, and the third project is Pharmacopeia, international seminar that would help hybrid to increase contribution, innovation, insight, and readiness to students and health workers in welcoming the development of knowledge and creativity around health topics in Indonesia. The event is held in a form of seminar with health issues and central national competition. Last year, we choose the topic about the contribution of health workers into the intervention. Okay, the next project is called Performance Leadership Lab that held offline on May 2020. PLC encourages students to develop their organizational management, leadership values, and encourage students to have active participation in academic and non-academic events. Okay, the last next. And the last project that already done is HAPRA, or Asia Protein Day. This is an internal development activity held by the youngest generation with aim of strengthening kinship within internal fund. The event is held in Faculty of Pharmacy, where the students gather, play games, perform, dance, and song. Okay, next, and this is the next student action program that will be held later offline in Unpad, September 2023. For now, we still don't have the participant yet, so, because we still wait the student from other countries to join. So if maybe some of you interested to join, you can contact us. Okay, next, and for the final remarks, in this post-pandemic situation, we couldn't be more satisfied for our work with them. The number of activity reported are 5. As the for evaluation for this post-pandemic situation, which is still in terms for our ongoing efforts, so we still ada program to offer. Like our future expectation is we can make more innovative project and reach all our community students. So, and I'm giving them to them.
Thank you, Madam Kumapar and Indonesia. We are now opening the floor for discussion. For those who would like to give a new comment, please use the speakerphone or use the computers. Okay, we have a new comment from Kita from SMRC Indonesia. I'm sorry if the delegate can please raise their hand so that they can get on the mic by the screen.
I think you need to press it.
Back here coming from Indonesia. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations on the conference for finishing this mandate. And I'd also love to ask, what are your plans for the future, for the future mandate?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Indonesia, and I'll give the floor back to Madam.
Okay, for the next mandate, if it is for the CV, I will ask Bagus first, or what will he suggest the next mandate to do. And if it is for me, since I'm the OD, I will be more do and make the project that will what can I say so the student will be more interested.
Thank you very much. Do we have any more comments from the assembly? Okay, we have a few more seconds for any comments. I see there are no new comments. I will now be closing the floor for discussion, and we will now be voting on this motion. Motion 37. This, the delegate IPSF APRO Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of Government by the Indonesia for 2022. All those against, please raise their voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 12. Thank you. Votes are up. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, Madam Kumapar by Indonesia. Motion carried unanimously. We are now moving on to the next motion, motion 38. This is the delegate IPSF Asia Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of Indonesia for 2022-2023. We are now passing the floor to the delegate from Kamapa, UGM, Indonesia.
Hi everyone, I'm Cisco, the CPO of BenCam UGM, and I will present to you the annual report of BenCam UGM from 2022 until 2023. Okay, next slide please. Okay, BenCam UGM stands for Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa, Keluarga Mahasiswa Fakultas Farmasi Universitas Gadjah Mada, or the Executive Board of Pharmaceutical Students at Universitas Gadjah Mada, which is a student-led organization representing bachelor's and professional degree students within the Faculty of Pharmacy UGM. We consist of 149 members and represent approximately 1,200 students in faculty. Our vision is uphold the kinship principle and works in harmony with the other KMFA components to collectively build an exclusive KMFA environment. Next slide, please. Okay, these are our organizational structure and all the IPSF matter under the external board of the KMFA UGM and specifically the International Affairs Department. Next slide. Okay, this is our pharmacy education and professional platform development portfolio. The first one is MentorFest. So MentorFest is an online collaborative project between the BEM UGM and BEM UGM. This is the medical organization and about the basic knowledge of investment for students. And then we have fundraising. Fundraising is a seminar and poster competition. This project aims to explore and improving the potential skill of students of faculty for preparing and planning their career. We also have SOBR, or School of Public Relations. SOBR is a collaborative public relations webinar between the BEM UGM and BEM UGM students and the other participants. And this webinar aims to facilitate the UGM student and the other participants to be able to gain knowledge from online seminar in the field of public relations in various aspects. We also have IPSF Talk. IPSF Talk is a webinar to facilitate BenCam member to get to know more about IPSF team and IPSF APRO subcommittee. And last year, we invited Ms. Oransia Rajandi and also Mr. Baron as a speaker. And then next, we have Championship 2022. Championship 2022 is an internal competition for the program class member that adapted from the Farm Olympic held by the IPSF. This competition includes a workshop and core competition such as IME, CE, PCE, and CSE. And by organizing this competition, it is expected that pharmacy students can get to know more about pharmaceutical competition at the international level. We also have Career Talk 2. Career Talk 2 is a collaboration of different departments of the KMFA aimed to facilitate the sharing of knowledge and an overview of the company work system to the pharmacy students or students from related majors and job seekers. And we have IPSF Summit 2022. IPSF Summit 2022 is a seminar to share all the information about IPSF, WC, APPS, and SEP. This project aims to sharing the information about IPSF to the freshman students of BEM UGM. Last year, we invited Mr. Rio, Ms. Ita, and SEP alumni to this event. Also, we have Upgrading Bersama Meaningful 2022. This project held by Media and Information Bureau by sharing knowledge about basic graphic design to upgrade the design skill of BEM UGM member using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Next, we have APPS and WC delegates upgrading. This project made for APPS and WC delegates from BEM UGM, and it aims to share experience from the past APPS and WC attendee on the preparation before attending APPS and WC 2023. And then we have Summer Shoot 2022. This is a project that consists of 3 main events, such as the national seminar,
talk show, and scientific competition. And last year, farmers skills focused on implementing the third point of SDGs. And then we have yes, Natalis for Faculty of Pharmacy HM. This Natalis a project to celebrate our faculty's anniversary. And then we have Pharmacy Cup 2022. So Pharmacy Cup 2022 is a project consists of sport competition and music concert. The sport competition is a national level competition for health cluster major. And in the end of Pharmacy Cup, we close the project with a music concert with Indonesian musician as a guest star. Next, we moving on to the public health portfolio. The first one, we have World Pharmacy Day. World Pharmacy Day 2022 is a campaign organized by BEM Kanaka UGM, BEM FMUSD, and last year we also collaborate with ISMA. This campaign was held offline, and this is our very first offline event after the COVID-19 pandemic. And by giving information to the public concerning the role of pharmacies and durable goods. And we have Arunasa Wanita 2022. Arunasa Wanita is a project that conducts blood donation activities according to the regulation issued by BMI. BMI is the Indonesian Red Cross Society. And then we have Pharmacy Tech or BYA 2022. It's a social project that targets children. And with this program, it is expected to encourage children to participate in advanced education, stimulate their creativity with certain activities, and also aim to raise awareness to K-5 students about education nowadays. Next, we have our World Health Day. World Health Day 2023 is a collaborative event organized by Inter-Organization on Faculty of Pharmacy UGM. This project consists of health checks up for the citizens and educational tips for kids about how to take care of the body. And then the last one, we have the Unspoken Truth. The Unspoken Truth is an initiative by BEM Kemenpar to raise awareness regarding the act of sexual harassment through posting a photo, holding up poster, and creating related caption on the personal Instagram account of BEM Kemenpar members.
Sorry, the time limit is up. Could you begin one more time? Okay, I would like to assess the assembly. It would like to extend the time limit by 3 minutes. I see Bean. Thank you. You may now put the motion cards. You have the challenge.
Okay, teacher. So, the Unspoken Truth is done to spread awareness while letting BEM Kemenpar audience know that we fully support victims and do not condone nor accept acts of sexual harassment in any way, shape, or form. Next. This is our upcoming projects. Next. And then we have student exchange program. BEM Kemenpar UGM offer internship opportunities in the area of community pharmacy and research in university for incoming students who are interested in participating and start through our association. Moreover, BEM Kemenpar UGM pleased to announce that this year in 2023, we will be organizing the Somerset 2023, which will be held in July in Jakarta, Indonesia. And currently, we will be hosting 2 speakers from K and IPSF Netherlands. Next. So this is our plan for student exchange programming. Next. Okay, for the final remark, being a CP and also a head of department is not easy. But surrounded by people who always support through this journey, especially from the BEM Kemenpar UGM and also IPSF APRO, make it way easier than what I was thinking. It is a pleasure for me being a CP, and it taught me a lot, and I believe that this will be something beneficial for me. This market is a huge transition for us by switching all the projects from online to the offline. And BEM Kemenpar UGM has done the best that we can to survive this phase. And it is also our turning point to be more active in IPSF than the previous mandate. By working on online project, surprisingly strengthened our vote between the member, and we are grateful with 17 submitted reports among all the projects we have collected and ran really well. Hopefully, our projects and activities are beneficial to our member and community. Looking forward to connecting more innovative projects and activities in the following mandate. We will also try to be more active on participating in IPSF event, activities, and competition. And this is evaluation on the organization. We hope to do more collaboration with other IPSF member organizations. Be more active on participating in IPSF event, project, and competition. And our future expectation on the organization and IPSF APRO is to reach more audience and projects and conduct more innovative projects. Okay, next. That's all from BMPEG and IGM. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. from IPSF. The floor is now open for discussion. Okay, we have a new comment from Tita from Smaparsi Division. We would like to remind SLP if you can raise your hands to get a microphone so that the screen is can be heard. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm Gita from IPSF Indonesia. Congratulations on ending your mandate. Thank you for being friendly from the start of the mandate, since we're both new and clueless basically on the activity. And I'm looking forward to another collaboration. Thank you so much for being my Mr. TV. And also, I hope you have a wonderful road ahead. Good luck. Thank you, Gita.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Indonesia. Our next new comment is from Rafi from the UI.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Rafi from the UI Indonesia. On behalf of BEM UI, I would like to express our gratitude to you for your endless hard work and contributions during your mandate, as well as for hosting this year's APS offline for the first time in 3 years, I think. We very much enjoyed our time here in the symposium, and I'm sure many of us have. And so we'd like to thank you one last time, and we wish you good luck for your future efforts. Thank you. Passing back the floor to the chair.
Thank you, BMF UI Indonesia. Up next, we have Ellen from BMF UNAI Indonesia.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. My name is Evelyn, the CP of BEMF here in Indonesia. I would like to resound the same statement as BEMF UI. You have been a wonderful host for APPS this year, and I think all delegates can resound the same thing, that we are loving our stay in Yogyakarta. Thank you for your hard work and always being very helpful with the Indonesian team, answering all of our questions, helping us with our coordination during the as well. Thank you very much, and we hopefully will have more collaboration in the future matters. Thank you.
Thank you, BMF UNAI Indonesia. The floor is still open for any new comments for the open discussion. I see there are no new comments. We are now closing the floor for discussion, and we are now voting on this motion, motion number 38. Here's the 25th IPSF agent as well. Okay, okay, apologies. So since the floor was closed already, we would be needing a procedural motion to open again. Okay, motion done. Thank you. So now we are now voting on the motion number 38, which states this the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepted and adopts the annual report of the contact person of BEMF UG Indonesia for 2022-2023. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. You may now put down your voting cards. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, welcome by the individual, motion carried unanimously. Okay, we are now moving on to the next motion, motion 59, which states that if the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of BEMF USD Indonesia for 2022 to 23. We are now passing the floor to the delegates from BEMF USD Indonesia.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. I'm Alicia, a contact person of the ESD Indonesia 2223. In here, I will present about project that has implemented independent. Next, please. Next. For the first, I will inform about my organization. Our organization is Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa Fakultas Farmasi Universitas Sarjana Dharma, or BEMFUSD. Established in 1995, BEMFUSD is a pharmaceutical student organization in Sarjana. BEMFUSD has 46 staff members and represents approximately 2,500 students in the faculty. As a student organization in BEMFUSD, we work under our faculty's motto, exclusivity or excellence in quality, competitiveness, and care. In 2022-23, BEMFUSD Cabinet Call, Gilbert Sarda, the vision is to realize the best BEMFUSD as an organization with integrity, structured, progressive, adaptive, and synergistic. The mission are equivalent a professional and helping them at BEMFUSD, service with the BEMFUSD to improve the performance and quality of the BEMFUSD. Facility potential development and strength a relation with BEMFUSD. Students relating participatory BEMFUSD to external organizations in the national and international schooling. Next, this is our organization structure. For our president is Mr. Gilbert, our CP is me, and our SEO is Ms. Jessica. Next, this is our project. Next, for the first project is World Hepatitis Day campaign. This campaign is collaboration with my PSA Malaysia and was held online via Instagram on 28 July 2022 and aims to raise awareness and promote global action on viral hepatitis. This campaign reached 35 individuals who shared the campaign poster. Right, next. The next is World Hepatitis Day 2022 campaign. This campaign is collaboration with BEM Kemapa UGM and Isma Party Indonesia. The campaign was held offline on 25 September 2022 and alun-alun Jakarta. This campaign aims to promote humanity and highlight the some events of pharmacy on health. The campaign reached out to the society with 60 volunteers participate in the campaign. Next inspection are future pharmacies in action. This event is the large annual public health or pharmacy education event under the BEMFUSD. Section 132 was offline on 20 November 2022 at Final City Hall, Jakarta. Activities that were held during this event were talk show, online health campaign, fashion expo, good donation, and medical checkup, about you auditor pharmacy competition and speech competition. This event reached out 13,000 participants, right? Next is World Hunter Day 2023 campaign. This is collaboration with PFFMU, EPSF, Schools, ATAL, Telco, and DCSU. The campaign was held online via Instagram on 13 February 2023 and aims to increase awareness about cancer and raising awareness of individuals across the world to take action against the disease. Next is Rare Disease Awareness Day 2023 campaign. This is collaboration with LPSA, IPSF, APRO, SPSA, ECOP, EPSF, TECO, GPPH, PSA, and SATO. The campaign was held online via Instagram and Google Form on 2nd March 2023 and aims to raise public awareness about rare disease and their impact on patients' lives. Right? Next is Mental Health Awareness Day 2023 campaign. This is campaign to raise This is an online payment which aims to raise awareness of mental health issue among the public and mobilize efforts to support mental health. This project is funded by IPSF on 10th May 2023 by invite our students to start the poster and reach 55 individuals who started campaign poster. And the last is World Environment Day 2020. This is online and online event that collaboration with IPSF Malaysia and PSA Taiwan. This event aims to encourage public awareness of environmental problems, especially plastic waste, and take important steps to overcome these problems. This project was funded by IPSF on 5 June 2023 by 5 hour students to start campaign poster and reach out for 45 participants. Next. This is our upcoming project. We have a sustainable development goal, World Patient Health Day, World Pharmacist Day, and section. Next. First, SEP progress. On 2022, we have a virtual student edition that have reached for 25 students from various organizations in IPSF. And for this year, unfortunately, this year when we couldn't accept IPSF students due to the decision from academic boards for of when we need to also accept students from NYU University. Next. For final remarks, all projects were successfully with optimal engagement from our members and external parties. We also looking forward to working more involvement and collaboration. We have submitted 7 activity reports, and overall, we tried to best for the amazing result, but this mandate has been focused on public health campaign. So hopefully we can hold pharmacy education or professional development in the future with IPSF APRO and make a great impact and members in society. Next. That's all for me. Thank you very much. I'm Olivia, whoever's on the PSC that I did. Thank you.
Thank you, USD. We are now opening the floor for discussion. Okay, we have a new comment from Francisca from Gamify UGM Indonesia.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I'm Cisco, Gamify GM. Dear Alicia, I want to extend my congratulations on your successful mandate on behalf of the Gamify GM. We really enjoy working with you and your team, and we hope to continue our collaboration to create meaningful and impactful projects. We look forward to seeing you on the other collaboration and also for World Pharmacy Day 2023. Thank you. I'm giving back the floor to the chair.
Thank you, Gamify UGM. The floor is now open for any new comments. Okay, we have a few more seconds for the open discussion. Okay, I see that there are no. Yeah. Okay, we have a new comment from Gita from Ismapar City. And I would just like to give an information to the assembly in the case that we are having technicals with the Wi-Fi. Not updating the speakers list, you can also show through the ear finger. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm Gita from Ismapar Indonesia. I would like to congratulate you on completing this mandate. And also, I'm looking forward to another collaboration, especially for the World Pharmacy Day and also the World Antimicrobial Awareness Week. And yeah, I wish you good luck on your future endeavors.
Thank you, Ismapar City. And we have a few more seconds for the open discussion. I see that there are no new comments. We will now be closing the floor for discussion and we will now be voting on this motion. Motion 39 that states this the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of contact tracing of MFUSD Indonesia for 2022 to 2023. All those voting against, please use your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 12. Then we now put down your voting cards. Results are in. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations, MFUSD Indonesia. Motion carried unanimously. We are now moving on to the next motion. Motion number 40, which states that this, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of HMF ITP Indonesia for 2022 to 2023. We are now giving the floor to the delegates from HMF ITP Indonesia.
Thank you.
Long press the.
Thank you, Sharon. Long press.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Hi, everyone. I'm Vinaya, the CP of HMF ITP Indonesia. We're gonna be presenting the annual report for HMF ITP. So first, for the introduction, HMF ITP is the student organization for pharmaceutical students in Bandung Institute of Technology. And it is a part of the ITP Students Council or Keluarga Mahasiswa ITB. And currently, our association is representing 435 students of both the industrial and also clinical pharmacy students. We are now aiming to provide a place for our members to develop their characters and skills for better pharmacy practice in the future in Indonesia by conducting various education and practice activities. And HMF APICB has become the members in association of IPSF since the year of 2004. And since then, we have been participating in IPSF events as well as in IPSF projects. And this year, we are going to be hosting an annual event of IPSF itself, which is the 68th World Congress in Bali. Next, please. Okay, so moving on for the projects, we have submitted a PAF. For the first one is Aksara. So Aksara is our so-called LIT, so it is similar to LIT. And next, we have inside IPSF. Inside IPSF is where we introduce IPSF to our MO, especially for the potential CPs and FEOs of the organization. And last year, we invited Bill and TK to come, as well as Kishan, which is now our IPSF treasurer, and Raya. Raya is our previous FEO. And next, we have the World Pharmacist Day. We bring the theme of unraveling unique sides of pharmacy, celebrate the World Pharmacist Day. And we conducted an online quiz for the pre-event, and for the main event, we held a webinar with 2 speakers from our unique job from the pharmacy field. Next, we have the World Diabetes Day. At this event, it is a community service where the members provide blood sugar level checks along with the education on diabetes and conducting some games as well as giving out door prizes. And for the tobacco addiction campaign, it is an online campaign where we raise awareness on tobacco addiction, and it is in the form of short film posted on Instagram. Next is Arts Collab. Arts Collab is also a community service with the collaboration with PMI Bandung, and it is to educate and familiarize the community on healthcare by opening a blood donation service, and as well as educating the community on the importance of maintaining their healthy bodies. Next, please. We have the Dies Natalis. This is to celebrate the anniversary of our association. And this is also where the alumni and also the members gather. The last one is for Manova ITB 2023. This is a national event in which this year we are holding 4 competitions, which are the IPS, is the industrial competition, and then we have the health hackathon, counseling event, as well as the pharmacy Olympiad. Next, please, for the student exchange program, we are planning to conduct winter program instead of summer due to our packed schedule in this Monday. And the planned number of incoming students is at least 3 students, and we're planning to send 3 students for outgoing program as well. And there are some activities during summer as well, including welcoming night, international night, weekend trips, as well as farewell party. Next, for my final remarks. So our organization has gone through a lot of things this year, from transitioning from online to offline events, as well as preparing to host the 68th World Congress itself. And we have tried to put our best throughout our mandate, and we hope that we can do even better in the next ones. And of all the projects, HMF has been submitted 8 activity reports, and we hope that we have been bringing positive impacts to our surrounding. It is my pleasure to serve as the CEO of HMF ITB this mandate, and we are hoping for more collaborations and also participate in more staff activities. And we can't wait to see you in Bali this upcoming August. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, HMF APITB. We will now be proceeding to the open discussion. We have a new comment from Gita from Ms. RC in Indonesia.
Thank you. I'm Gita from IPSF Indonesia. I would like to say congratulations on finishing your mandate, and also good luck on preparing the World Congress. And I'm hoping that we can collaborate more in the future. And yeah, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. RC Indonesia. The floor is still open for any new comments from the assembly. Okay, we have a new comment from Moises from FJCP Philippines.
Moises of JCP Philippines. Don't worry, I'm not fast. Congratulations for finishing your mandate. Especially you, Vinaya, seeing you grow from a subcommittee member and now as a CP. I would like to congratulate you for a job well done in this mandate. And seeing the projects of your organization, I do hope that we could collaborate in the next, in the mandates to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, FJCP Philippines. If there are any new comments, please again use the speakers form, and if it's not updating, please raise your finger as well. Thank you. Okay, I see that there are no new comments. I will now be closing the floor for discussion. We are now voting on this motion. Motion number 40, which states that if the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of HMF APITB Indonesia for 2022. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 12. You may now put down your voting cards. Results are out. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, HMF APITB Indonesia. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, we are now moving on to the next motion, motion 41, which states that if the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts an annual report of the contact person of QPSA Kazakhstan for 2022-2023. As with other delegations, they were not able to send anyone to APPS for the regional assembly, and they have not passed their annual. We have a POI from Ms. Amy Kramer as a APRO secretary.
Thank you, Chair Hall, and I need IPSF APRO Secretary. To give a bit of context, so we IPSF APRO did contact QPSA Kazakhstan quite several times to try and get their annual reports and to be submitted to the IRA. However, we still did not receive the annual report, which is why it's not done.
Thank you, Amy, as a APRO secretary. The floor is still open for discussion. If there are any new comments, please use the speaker form or use your finger if the parliamentary system is not available. Okay, I see that there are no new comments. I will now be closing the floor for discussion, and we are now voting on this motion number 41, which states that the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of contact person of QPSA Kazakhstan for 2022. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. Okay, if I can request the delegates to please raise them higher for this. I see 5. Thank you. You may now vote. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 7. Thank you. You may now put down your voting cards. All those voting for, you may raise your voting cards. I see none. We're just waiting for the parliamentary system to update itself. Thank you. We'll just be giving a POI. So we were updated by the motions committee that actually if the number of votes abstaining is greater than or equal to the total number of votes for and against, the motion is deemed to lie on the table and it will be postponed. Yep, so for this motion, our results are out. We have 0 votes for, 5 against, and 7 abstain. So this motion shall be postponed. So again, point of information, if the number of votes abstaining is greater than or equal to the number of total votes for and also against, the motion will be postponed. And I believe the postponement is not indicated in the standing orders. So it is up to the assembly when it shall be reviewed again. So if we can have Can I clarify with the assembly, since earlier as well, we had abstained as the majority for some of our annual reports. Is just the assembly want to vote on those motions now? We can use our motion cards. So if you would like to vote on those, please use raise your hand card. If not, please raise your hand. Okay, I see green. So we will now be revisiting the motions for QPSA Kazakhstan. For CAMPSA Cambodia. Oh, sorry, for EPE. So we will now be meeting a proposer and seconder to revisit, okay, proposed by FJCPHA Philippines and seconded by SMARC Indonesia. So for the procedural motion now, to revisit the motions, I would just like to clarify with the proposer and seconder, if we would like to have the motion for both EPE and also QPSA Kazakhstan under one motion. Under one procedural motion to revisit, so that we won't be needing another procedural motion for QPSA Kazakhstan. Thank you. And can I confirm with the seconder as well? Okay, thank you. So we will now be voting on this procedural motions once it is set up on our computer system.
No. Oh, this is one. Okay, so just, yeah, gotcha, gotcha. And if I just got the fix. Oh,
We have a point of information from FJCPHA Philippines.
We would like to spend the motion to set up just putting it as one. We would like to revisit the motion into individual associations, instead of just one association for all the this association that has a abstain risk. Thank you.
Sorry, can you clarify what is it?
We would like to modify the motion. So instead of just one, we will be doing individually. Thank you.
Okay.
So we will be revisiting individually, not as one.
Okay, thank you. So the first procedural motion that was proposed was to revisit them individually. But the consideration was the procedural motion is that we will be revisiting both EPE Bangladesh and also QPSA Kazakhstan. It is just for the procedural motion, but we will also be revisiting them individually in the procedural motion. We have a clarification from the FJCPHA Philippines.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mrs. Carter, FJCPHA Philippines. To ask, so we will be voting individually. We will just be seeing the reports or discussing as one, correct?
Thank you for your question. So we will be revisiting them individually. So it will be the same format as we have been checking the reports. We just put them together under the procedural motion and we will be revisiting them. So hopefully that is clear. So the procedural motion will also be shown on the screen so that you are able to understand what's really about the context. Okay, thank you. The procedural motion is now up on the screen. So our procedural motions we're doing right now is this the 25th IPSF visual assembly revisits, the postponements, revisits the postponement of motion 30 and 41. So to clarify the procedural motion, we are going to motion 30, discussing motion 30 individually. And then after we vote on motion 30, we will be going to motion 41 and then going over it individually as well. So we are now opening the discussion for this motion. If there are any new comments, please put it in the speaker form or you may raise your hand. Okay, we are now closing the floor for discussion and we are now voting for this motion. For anyone against this motion, please raise your vote. I see none, so we have unanimously agreed for this procedural motion and this motion is carried. We will now be revisiting motion 30, according to the procedural motion. Okay, thank you. So we are now voting. We are now this. This is the 25th items and adopt the annual report of the contact person of EBE Bangladesh for 2022 to 2023. We have a new comment from Moises and Jason.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Moses Carter, JCP Philippines. Mr. Chair, I would like to ask the Assembly I would like to request the Assembly to evaluate objectively and critically. Because if you will be reading the motion, the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of a specific association. So this means that we need to accept and adopt a specific item. If the association wasn't able to submit any report, what do we have to accept and adopt? This is also a reminder to the Assembly to practice the integrity of these assemblies, because if we keep on accepting activity reports just for the sake of knowing the reasons, there will be at the point of having this regional assembly will be pointless. I mean, the attendance of these people, all these official delegates will be put on if we just accept those people without the annual reports. And also, we do have our own reasons for not submitting our reports, but we also need to recognize that a lot of delegates here have dedicated their time just to finish and submit their reports on time. That's all from MG's division. Thank you.
Thank you, MG's Philippines. The floor is still open for discussion. We have a new comment from Moises from MG's Philippines.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Moises Carter from FGCP Philippines. I would like to again ask the Assembly just one more time to objectively and think critically regarding the annual report of these associations. We are talking about this year's mandate, and we're not talking about the future. I mean, the next 4 upcoming mandates to come. We are talking about what they did this mandate, and we should assess their participation during the 2023 mandate.
That's all from us.
Thank you, IPSF Philippines. Do you have any other new comments from the assembly? Okay, thank you. So we have a new comment from Jen from China Public Crew.
Thank you for the report. This is Australia. To be able to make more informed votes, would it be able for the chairs to elaborate more on the consequences of the votes of against outgoing vote support? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jen. Thank you. We have a point of information from Matthew Chaw, our vice president.
Yeah, I mean, it's a repeated question. President, so for those people who submit the annual report on time, and then for two members, they had their voting rights suspended. And they submit before the next roll call. For the MIAs, yeah, membership can, the wording is can be suspended if they don't submit their report and not settled. As far as we are aware, the submission of reports is not record keeping, especially in official documents that say that membership privileges can be suspended.
Thank you, PK. And the vice. So the floor is open for discussion. If there are any new comments from this. I see that there are none. I will now be closing the floor for discussion and we will proceed to voting. But I would like to remind everyone, again, about standing orders. If the total number of abstained votes is greater than or equal to the combined number of for and abstain and against votes, the motion will be postponed. Again, I will be mentioning the standing orders. If the total number of abstaining votes is equal to or greater than the combined number of for and against votes, the motion will be postponed. And just to mention as well, we have closed the floor for discussion. So if there are any new comments, we would be needing a still motion to reopen the floor for discussion. Yes, we have a procedural motion from IPSF Philippines. Okay, thank you, IPSF Philippines. We have a secondary to reopen the floor. We have secondary and that's of New Zealand. So we will be putting this into a vote. All those against the procedural motion to reopen the floor for discussion, please place your voting cards. I see none. Motion passed, and we are now reopening the floor for discussion. So for any new comments, please do put it in the speaker's form or raise your finger. Okay, we have a new comment from Rena from MFFUI.
Thank you for the floor. I'm Rena, Assistant of UI Indonesia. I'd like to ask regarding the annual report for the EP Bangladesh. I'd like to ask about how can the accountability for EP Bangladesh can be enforced, because establishing accountability measure is essential to prevent future non-submission. And are there consequences for
I'm
non-compliance?
sorry, Rena, that business out of order. You would need to have one more new comment to have another idea for them to do put into the orders.
All right, so the question would be, how can their accountability be enforced regarding them not submitting the annual report? I'd like to ask that. So if I would like to ask, if I want to ask a question, I'd like to propose another one.
Yes, so if there's another question, you would need to have another comment. Okay.
That would be the first.
Okay, thank you, Anna. So to answer your question, we are enforcing the accountability of our member organizations to pass their annual reports. But again, re-emphasizing that annual reports can be the means for them to their membership in IPSF. That is the main takeaway of this regional assembly and the motions of us accepting and adopting the annual reports of our member organization. Aside from that, most of the accountability or the checks for our member organizations passing their annual reports is actually based internally. So we do not or we cannot take a part in their internal discussions for passing the annual report. Thank you. If there are any other new comments, please put it in the Google form for the speakers forum. Okay, thank you. So we have a new comment from Voices and this check.
And then, Mr. Chair, Moses FGC to the Philippines. In order for the assembly to have an objective assessment regarding this, I would like to ask if ETC Bangladesh were able to pay their outstanding fees to IPSF. Thank you.
Thank you, FJC Beijing Philippines. So I would have to revert back to you, but I believe that they have been able to pay their fees to IPSF, as we have been able to communicate with their executives and also their previous contact person about it as well. Thank you. And now we have a new comment from Brenda, BMFFUI Indonesia.
Thank you for the floor. I'm Myrna from the Indonesia. I'd like to give a comment regarding for EB Bangladesh. I think even though they did submit the annual report for this assembly, I do think they do receive another chance, even though this has been going on for years. And I hope by having this assembly, they would know that we're actually waiting for them to actually do something. And we don't even know what's happening in their association. So I believe that we can give them another chance for this, for their next mandate. And for only this year, they can actually make like a new beginning for their organization. So I do think they received another chance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, FUI. So the floor is now open for discussion. So we have a new comment from Moises FDP Beijing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Moses FGC to the Philippines. Actually, this is the direct to Aniset to the BMFUI's comment regarding this. And I would like to add on that this is a reminder to everyone that the annual report is part of our duties as contact persons. So it's important for you to submit an annual report to the assembly. So this will be, if in case this will be, if we do not adopt this motion, this will be called not only for their association, but also to these people or to these associations here gathered today to take this matter seriously, because this is the highest form or highest decision-making body of the federation. Thank you.
Thank you, Moises and Lacey. We have a new comment from Evelyn.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. My name is Evelyn, the CEO of the here in Indonesia. Regarding the accounting for the circumstances of Bangladesh, would it be possible if we give them a new set deadline for their annual report and give them another chance to submit their annual report?
Thank you very much for that, Indonesia. I will just revert back first with the motion. Okay, so thank you for your question again, Clement of Unair, Indonesia. So if you will be extending the deadline, it should be made as a motion by the regional assembly for them to pass it. And then during the next regional assembly, so during the 26th IPSF regional assembly, it is the case that we will be reviewing that motion if they have fulfilled their annual report before the extended deadline. We have a direct comment from Minjit, Kenya Republic of Korea.
Thank you for the floor. This is David from Australia. Even if the, sorry, I'll rephrase my question. So I will ask our committees about the motion that they will take, even if the extended deadline for the submission is extended, because as far as I know, the content to the EPs is not really working, and how the regions will guarantee that annual report will be submitted within the extended deadline, even if it is extended. Because there will be no changes to the current situation, even if the deadline is extended. So yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lindsay, Kenya Republic of Korea. So just to clarify as well, what happened is that the former contact person or the contact person during the earlier months of the mandate was inactive. But right now they are able to put in a new executive committee within their association. The only problem is that the executive committee is still under training since the IPSF and their national organization wasn't passed down correctly for a few years. That's why they are still re-establishing themselves for this, but I believe they are able to communicate, albeit sometimes slowly. Okay, so now we have a new comment from Kasturi, IPSF.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I'm Kosturi from IPSF. I would like to raise this point that if you are considering to give Bangladesh a second chance, I would like to ask Patricia how are the recent conversations going on with this organization? So we can actually consider if they are going to submit their report or not, because this is very important. If they're not in contact, then I don't think we can raise the motion. Right. And now the chairman.
We have a clarification from Heidi. I'm Secretary or
Chair, this is Heidi IPSF APRO. For simply from IPSF, I would like to clarify, you were asking about the recent communication that we did with the current contact person. Okay. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. So we have a direct comment from Heidi.
Thank you, Chair, the Heidi IPSF APRO. So actually from the last of June, I have been, the CP himself is very active in replying to messages. He's only absent when during exam period. And his exam period is coincidentally at the time when it was during the annual report submission deadline. So every time I ask for follow-up, because they're also a part of our mentorship program, so when I follow up with them,
I asked for their project report and also annual report credentials form. They always say, yes, we will do, they always said yes, that they will do it soon. Unfortunately, I think they kind of missed the deadline for annual report, unfortunately, at the very end, but they always reply. They never not reply to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Heidi, and Sophie, for your honor. So if we can update the speaker list, please. Okay, we have a new comment from Moises at JC Beijing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Moses from FGC Philippines. I would like to ask the Assembly to open the Google Drive and look for the other activity annual reports submitted by our member in associations. You will find one member association there that clearly stated their intention to do projects, but weren't able to do so because of political views in their country. If they were able to submit their annual report despite having a political conflict in their association, I don't think there is a reason for these associations not to submit their activity reports, despite the number of follow-ups the RWDs make to these associations. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you, FGC Beijing Philippines. Again, the floor is still open for discussion if there are any comments. I see there are none. Can I confirm that there are no new more comments before I proceed to closing the discussion? Okay, no new comments. I will now be closing the floor for discussion and we will now be voting on this motion. And again, I want to give a reminder, if the total number of abstained votes is equal to or greater than the combined votes for and against a certain motion, the motion will be postponed. So now we are voting on motion number 30 that states this the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of EPE Bangladesh for 2022-2023. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see 9. You may now put down your voting cards. All those voting abstain, please raise your voting cards. I see 2. Thank you. You may now put down your voting cards. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 9. The results are out. We have 0 votes for, 9 against, and 3 abstain. So this motion is not carried. So we are now moving to motion 41. However, I would like to assess the assembly. Since it is lunchtime, it is 12:21. Does the assembly want to postpone this our standing orders in order for us to have lunch break? So you may use your emotion card. If you'd like to have a lunch break now, you may raise your green card. If not, you may raise your red card. For the scrutineers, can we have a count? Reminding the assembly, please raise your emotion card high. So to have the lunch break, please raise your green voting card. Not to have the lunch break is to raise your red voting card. Okay, thank you. You may now put down the motion card. Majority is red, so we will be continuing with this motion. Motion 41. Motion 41, this is the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of QPSA Kazakhstan for 2023. We do not have the annual report, so we will now be proceeding to the open discussion. We have a few more seconds for any new comments. I see none. Before I close the floor for discussion, can I confirm if there are any new comments within the speaker's phone? Okay, we are now closing the open discussion, and we are now voting on this motion, motion 41, which states this the 10th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of Cumulative Kazakhstan for 2022. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I would just like to remind the assembly to please raise it higher for the scrutineers of the record. I see 11. You may now put down your voting cards. All those voting to abstain, please raise your voting cards. I see 1. Thank you. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. I see none. Results are out. We have 0 for, 11 against, and 1 abstain. So this motion is not carried. We will now be moving on to the next motion. And procedural motion. Okay, thank you. We have a procedural motion from FJC Philippines. And I would just like to remind us that we please use the finger rules when wanting to get the floor. Procedural motion from FJC Philippines. And the scrutineers can give the microphone. Right, the scrutineers can give the microphone, please, to FJC Philippines.
The conversation wants to start from the GCPPJ Philippines. I would like to ask a motion to suspend the standing orders for lunch break. Thank you.
Thank you. There was a motion to vote to suspend the standing orders. There, seconded. Seconded by Endam. So we are now voting on the procedural motion. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none, so procedural motion has passed, and we are now suspending our standing orders. We are now suspending the standing orders, and we will be taking our lunch break for 1 hour. But before we have a lunch break, we will be having a roll call. I will be passing the floor to Ms. Amy Kramer, IPSF APRO Secretary.
Hi everyone, so as usual, I'll be calling out your association names, so please raise your hand or either motion or voting cards to indicate your consent. So Max India, thank you. Ismabak Indonesia, thank you. APS Japan, thank you. Inzepzo New Zealand, thank you. FJC PHA Philippines, thank you. KNS Republic of Korea, thank you. NUSPS Singapore, thank you. PSAT Thailand, thank you. IPSF India, thank you. BMFUI Indonesia, thank you. BMFF Amir Indonesia, thank you. BM Chemical Unpad Indonesia, thank you. BM Chemical UGM Indonesia, thank you. BMF USC Indonesia, thank you. HMF APICB Indonesia, thank you. And UFA Philippines, thank you. And PSA Thailand, thank you. All present.
Thank you. So we will now have 1 hour for our lunch break. We will reconvene at 1:50 p.m. So please be back at this room 5 minutes before 1:25 p.m. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what most of
Yeah. I was thinking that because when I was watching Harry, I was like, wait, so I'm sure there's some. I completely I was like, we're thinking that he's so much not carried and saying. I thought something came to my head about it, but I couldn't remember exactly. And then that's when I looked at. I wrote a few notes about the quarter functions. And that's when I realized, oh, maybe actually have to end up saying.
It's a good thing that.
Yeah. Bill, what was
If it's like everybody consecutive. Executive,
Can you realize the version of OT that I'm using, like the latest one, the latest one? It's like, the difference is that they use top.
It's just a matter of like. Well, what if it's not fair? Right, you.
Oh, for nominees, right? So we will be. What do you call it? My English is failing me. We will be stopping the assembly early. So you won't need to have the nominations today. We will just be having it.
So if we would start tomorrow afternoon? Because tomorrow morning. we have,
Yep, so like, if we end early today, so like if we end MO annual reports by 2 p.m. or like 3 p.m., we just end for today and then
because of 48 hours before rule.
and also so that they have more time to check
Yes.
the,
I said, official document is something that you cannot matter, you just
yeah.
don't matter.
Hmm.
Wow.
But this is a consideration for.
Yes.
Pre-judgment.
Yeah.
We need most of the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Because
yeah,
The deadline is Amy's decision, so you support Amy's decision.
yeah.
Yeah.
you